my big thick glasses and be playing piano, which is considered a girl's activity. But I love the piano so much that I woke at 5 a.m. every day to practice before school. But that was not all the things that happened in my childhood. In fact, I had some great memories of spending time with my grandfather, a horse racing judge at fairs. And every day for a week, he took me to the fair in a horse-drawn wagon. And at the fair, we also sat in the judge stand while we ate candy, played games, and watched the races. That was the highlight of me being from the Show Me State of Missouri. I also had jobs growing up, such as working at a drugstore, a newspaper at a bank, and managing my grandfather's farm before I was enlisted as National Guard. I had many times in my life where I needed to be brave. One of those times was when I had to get my family out of debt. The only reason I had to do this was because when we were on a family outing, a robber went in our home and stole all our clothing and cash. Another time where I had to show bravery was during the World War I, and I was an army man, and I was sent to France and was promoted colonel before my return. After I returned to the U.S., I got involved into local politics and eventually would become vice president under Franklin Delano Roosevelt. The job required long hours, quick decisions, and a knowledge of my world and my country. Finally, the third reason of my bravery was during World War II, and it was during the time when Roosevelt had died, and I had to make the decision to drop the atomic bomb on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. People said it was the worst thing that could ever happen to a country. My defense was that it saved the lives of tens of thousands of U.S. American soldiers. I was a good leader because I made tough decisions. One of my most famous quotes is "The buck stops here." This means I can make the decision whether it's hard or easy, and I don't blame other people for the decisions I make. I also helped start the Truman's Committee. This got into war, fraud, and corrupt politicians. This group was a success. As president, I ordered planes filled with food to Berlin, Germany. This was called the Berlin Airlift. This was also after the war. I only did this to stop the Soviet Union from taking over the city. I also started NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization that got into war, fraud, and corrupt politicians. That got set an alliance over Europe through North America. Hopefully you found that I'm a man of my word and a man that's not afraid to take action. I don't care whether or not you like me or my decisions. I do what's right, fair, and honest.